Hello, welcome to another episode of Pac-Man Guy Answers Your Questions. Today's question, favorite console version of Pac-Man? Okay, great question. Some background first. For those of you born in the era of emulation, back in the olden times, when trying to watch a movie on your phone would probably get you committed, porting a game from the arcade to a home console generally meant rewriting the game from scratch on completely different and almost always inferior hardware. As a result of that, there's like a whole lot of different versions of Pac-Man out there for different systems that are all very, very different from each other. For the purpose of this, I'm going to constrain my answers to stuff I've actually played and stuff that came out in the 80s. So Atari had the exclusive license to release Pac-Man for home consoles, including both game systems and computers. Famously, Atari rushed the development of the version of Pac-Man for their most famous system, the Atari 2600. The result, while it has an undeniable nostalgic charm, is, this. Pac-Man's beauteous round golden visage is reduced to an octagonal off-white approximation, listlessly opening and closing his mouth like a goldfish while staring blankly into the distance with a face that seems to say, "Help me forget I exist! Help!" I actually didn't have an Atari 2600 as a kid. Instead, my parents brought home an Atari 800 computer. And as a result, my favorite console version of Pac-Man is that one. It's the one I grew up with. It's far superior to the 2600 version. It's developed by the Rockman Corporation, but released, of course, by Atari. In the 8-bit Atari computer version, the maze is stretched out to fill the screen, the ghosts have beady little eyes and don't move in their proper patterns, and the intermissions were programmed but removed to make the game fit on a cartridge, but still, this is undeniably a far more fitting tribute to the great yellow one. Of course, one of the best things about this version is the box art. The character of Pac-Man was very much open to interpretation at this time, and artist Hiro Kimura's interpretation included running shorts, a tank top, beaver teeth, free-floating giant Advil, and a ghost that looks like Grimace's pervy second cousin. I love this more than I can say. But if I take nostalgia out of the equation, the best version is probably the version Namco put out for the Famicom. This was later released for the NES by Tengen, aka Atari in a Trench Coat. This is a truly inviolable port, and the devout among you would be well served to take heed of its teachings. The gameplay is dead on, the ghosts actually follow something at least akin to the proper patterns, the intermissions are there, and the screen is at the proper holy aspect ratio without inducing the unforgivable sin of scrolling. I'm looking at you, Game Boy. Now, the Famicom version of Pac-Man actually was not the first home console version released by Namco. That was for the MSX. The MSX Pac-Man is an excellent port. It has the advantage of ghosts with big goofy eyes, serving as a stark contrast to the aforementioned beady eyes in the Atari 8-bit version, and restoring balance to the universe. This is the runner-up to my favorite version, mostly because I've been seriously obsessed with the MSX in recent years. I'm going to shut up now. Thank you very much for tuning in. Subscribe or whatever for more, and I'll see you soon. Bye!